Hello, everyone. This is Alan Fine. I'm here with Brendan Griffin, who is the Minister of Tourism and Sport in the Government of Ireland. And this is Insider Travel Report. Let's talk about screen tourism. Yes, the golf courses are beautiful, and someone must have noticed while playing golf, hey, we should shoot some movies and TV shows here. Let's talk about that for a bit.
So there's a golf course called Ceann Sibéal back in West Kerry, and from that course you can see the set of the new Star Wars film that was The Last Jedi, which was filmed there. And we also had the ancient monastic site of Skellig Michael, which was a scene for a location for Star Wars as well for the last two films. But Game of Thrones is filmed in Northern Ireland, and both of those in particular Star Wars and Game of Thrones have attracted thousands and thousands of visitors to the locations just to see them and experience it. And Ireland has featured quite heavily in film and television history, going right back to The Quiet Man, obviously, which was, a very famous Irish film. But Ryan's Daughter was filmed in the Dingle Peninsula in 1968-69, and Far and Away, starring Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise, was a big film in the 90s. And we've had a lot more films since, and television. The Vikings, of course, is also filmed in Ireland as well. So and people love to, when they see a place on television, they like to come there and see it themselves. And particularly with Star Wars, we've a new festival now on May the 4th. So May the 4th be with you is the festival name. We have just started doing that in 2018 in the village of Portmagee, which is overlooking the Skelligs, and also in the village of Ballyferriter in County Kerry, which is overlooking Ceann Sibéal, those two locations I spoke about. But we're also hoping to do it near Malin Head, where in County Donegal, which was also a location for Star Wars, and in County Clare as well, and to try to build on that and to give Star Wars fans from all over the world an opportunity to come and see the locations, but also as well to enjoy Star Wars related activity. We had a parade of in Portmagee now in May of Star Wars characters, and there was traditional Irish music and dancing with Star Wars characters intertwined, and it was good fun. And we had outdoor screenings then of The Last Jedi as well, with the actual locations in the background. So you were seeing on screen in a drive-in theatre, you were seeing the locations on screen and also in reality at the same time, which was pretty cool for Star Wars fans who had come from all over the world to experience it. So it's on the bucket list. I think the festival's on the bucket list for genuine Star Wars fans now, and it's something that we hope to grow over the coming years.
So as more and more people are coming, there's more and more places to stay, new hotels that we should know about?
Yeah, so obviously with the success comes challenges in terms of providing additional capacity. So it's great to be able to see a lot of new hotels opening. For example, the Grand Central in Belfast is an outstanding new hotel, but also in Dublin as well, the number of hotel beds has increased rapidly in recent years, and we're expecting many, many more beds as well in the years ahead, which is very helpful. We've Adare Manor, which is an outstanding hotel, has just reopened after a huge investment. It won the Virtuoso Best Hotel in the World award just recently, and also we've outstanding castles like Dromoland Castle, Ashford Castle as well, which are really beautiful hotels. I got engaged at Ashford actually. Anyone who's thinking about popping the question, Ashford, they find it very hard to say no in such a setting, but it's a beautiful place as well, and there's so many of these all over the country. In Killarney, the Lieber family, who own a number of premier hotels like the Hotel Europe and Hotel Dunlow Castle, have just invested €20 million in the new Dunlow Castle, and there's something for everyone, I think, in Ireland at every level, at the very, very top level, right down to the budget accommodation. There's something for everybody, and that's the great thing about it. We welcome everybody to Ireland, regardless of what the background is, and there is a package that suits every visitor, I think, to Ireland as well.
Let's talk about that. I mean, your size and the diversity allows for someone to come and have a multifaceted trip.
Yeah, it's a relatively compact island, but at the same time, there's an awful lot packed in there, and there's a huge amount of experiences there for people, from our culture and heritage to food and drink and activity and outdoors, whether it's walking or cycling or golf, or the things that I suppose Ireland is famous for, the landscape and the people. But it doesn't take too long to get around Ireland either. You're never on the road for too long, and very often, you can have mountains and beautiful beaches and outstanding lakes all within 5-10 minute drives of each other. That's the great thing about it. You get so much diversity all within a short distance, and I think that's why people love Ireland, and that's why people find it a fascinating place to visit. And experiences like the Wild Atlantic Way driving route on the western seaboard, I think you really will see so much diversity in such relatively short spaces, and that's what's beautiful, I think, about Ireland.
So how is it that tourism and sports are related in your position?
Yeah, my colleagues in government refer to it as the Department of Fun. Yeah, tourism and sport. The arts used to be in there as well one time. I'd love to have that back as well. Yeah. So we're in with transport, tourism and sport. So a lot of overlapping areas in tourism and sport. For example, cycling and greenways are both sport and tourism orientated. Also, major sporting events are also big tourism attractions. Right. And we have Gaelic games, of course, as well in Ireland, which are pretty unique. Yeah, it's our national games of Gaelic football and hurling. Hurling is where people use sticks, wooden sticks, effectively to hurl a small ball over 130 meters, or just over 100 yards of a pitch. And Gaelic football then is like a hybrid between rugby and soccer, for want of a better description. Mm-hmm. But they're huge sports. I mean, the All Ireland football and hurling finals attract over 80,000 people to Croke Park Stadium every year, which is the main sports venue in the country. So it's our equivalent of the Super Bowl. It's a big deal. But the great thing about it is that people, when they're visiting Ireland, can experience these games, hurling or football, in the localities throughout the country, because the games are played at grassroots sports level in every community. And I would urge people, if they are in Ireland, to go and to actually see these games being played in the flesh, because it's a great cultural experience, and you get to meet the local people. It's an authentic experience, and people do enjoy that when they come to Ireland.
We're talking to a lot of travel advisors. Basically, you almost answered this question. How should they sell Ireland?
Yeah. First of all, what I want to say is thank you to the travel advisors who work with our agencies like Tourism Ireland and Fáilte Ireland to sell Ireland and to bring people to Ireland. Over 1 in 10 jobs in Ireland now are directly in tourism and hospitality, which is a huge component of our economy. I grew up in a family where my dad worked in tourism. I spent many years myself working in tourism frontline. I ran my own hospitality business as well for a few years. So what the people in the industry are doing by helping to attract people to Ireland is critically important to so many Irish families. So first of all, I just want to say thank you. But second of all, I suppose what we have in Ireland, I suppose, is a unique experience that is affordable, that is very accessible, more accessible than ever before now, and that we feel is world class and is something that will exceed the expectations of the majority of visitors. Right. And we are very proud of our record in terms of hospitality and the welcome that we provide to people, and we feel that we do tourism very, very well, and that's why we see it as a major part of the future of the island of Ireland, and it's something that we look forward to working with the people in the industry throughout the world into the future on, because it's so important to us, and we are proud to show off our country, and we love to see people coming, and we love to see them going away after having a great experience and going back home to brag and to talk about it and to hopefully influence family and friends to come to Ireland and experience that for themselves.
For the travel advisor that wants to become more immersed in Ireland, what should they do? Well,
first of all, I would urge them to consider becoming Ireland specialists, and you can get all the information you need on the Ireland.com website, where Tourism Ireland would be able to advise you on becoming an Ireland specialist. And also as well, I would advise people to keep an eye out for the sales missions that Tourism Ireland holds throughout the country, and that is something that is very important in terms of being an opportunity to meet with Irish suppliers and for travel advisors to find out more about what's on offer, and particularly new offerings, but also as well to familiarise themselves with accommodation providers and food providers and various other people working in the industry as well.
They don't even have to travel because they can do webinars?
Webinars are available then as well, and all that information is on the Ireland.com website, and it's something that people find very convenient because of the not having to travel, of course, as well. So that's something that's important.
That's great. Well, thank you for spending the time with us. You have a wonderful country, and it's wide open for exploration and discovery. So thank you for being with us.
Thanks very much. Thanks.
This is Alan Fine for Insider Travel Report.